cold steppes, where storms and ice hold sway, a flower of unearthly beauty blossomed one day. Enthralled by an unknown beauty so divine, man couldn't just pass by, he had to align. But the mystery of beauty eludes conquest. Man yearned to seize, to disrupt, to be possessed. Then the flower of celestial grace revealed its face, worthy for human race. In the cold steppes, where storms and ice hold sway, a frozen man, or a flower finds its stay.
Damn!
I urgently need to find an iodine alcohol mixture, or I'll freeze to death. Die in suffering, you bastard. No need at this moment. I need to find the captain's cabin. I need to drink painkillers. No need at this moment. My name is Arthur Arayan. I am the chief mechanic at the Soviet Antarctic station Krasnaya Zvezda, located just 60 kilometers east of my current position. If I don't make it, I need to share what's going on here. A couple of days ago, our station intercepted an SOS signal originating from coordinates where, as per our records, no station exists. We assumed that our Soviet plane or helicopter had likely been involved in an accident and promptly rushed to the rescue. The decision was dangerous, as in 2 days, polar night would start. The trip there and back took about 5 days. Everything went as planned. When we arrived at our destination, polar night had already descended. There lay a vast crater, unmarked on any map. Yet, it wasn't the colossal chasm that astounded us, but what loomed within it. When we first saw it, we were speechless. A faint hum and soft glow emanated from within, illuminating the imposing station in front of it. Stunned and seemingly hypnotized, we made the decision to descend into the depths of the crater. From that moment on, nothing went according to plan. After the crash, I found myself in the back of the vehicle, surrounded by flames. Panic set in as I realized I needed to escape before the fire consumed me. the lone survivor of the rescue team. Battling hypothermia's grip, I knew I had to reach the station swiftly. Through the dense fog and biting blizzard, I spotted one of the station houses ahead. Sometimes, in different parts of the world where the average temperature is far below freezing, people have found bodies without clothing. There's a theory that when someone reaches the final stages of hypothermia, they begin to hallucinate. They feel an intense heat, like they're burning alive, and in their delirium, they tear off their clothes to escape the flames. When I first saw the vision of a raging fire, I thought it was the cold playing a cruel trick on me, that hypothermia was setting in. The truth was far more shocking. At that time, I didn't yet know about the mixture of alcohol and iodine. The only quick way out of that situation was the mixture. With the last of my strength, I finally reached the station's house, where I found a few painkillers and continued my way to the station. It was clear that this was a Soviet station. Why this station, and even this crater, were not on any map, I still could not understand. What was even more disturbing was that everything seemed connected to a monstrous object at the center of the crater, something that felt unnatural, as if it didn't belong in this world. The station looked abandoned. There was no light anywhere in the houses. I had to switch on the power and heating, but first, I had to locate the generator station. crowbar was very useful. Besides being handy in fights and breaking crates, it could also be used to break certain locks and more. For a moment, I hesitated, wondering if I should turn on the generator. The thought didn't last. Without heat, I'd freeze to death, just like everything else out here. The heating finally kicked in, and all I had to do was find a warm spot to rest for a couple of hours and replenish my strength. I stirred from my slumber, disoriented by the repeated thudding against the outer wall. My initial thought was that it must be the workers from the station, drawn by the glow emanating from the generator room, arriving to investigate. I had no idea how wrong I was. Hello? Is anyone here? In response, I only received a knock on the wall. Then I decided to go outside and see who was there. On the back side of the generator building, I found a staircase leading to the roof. understood that firearms were unlikely to be found in Antarctica, but nevertheless, I had to protect myself from these creatures by any means necessary. Melee weapons were not particularly effective against them. The broken window needs to be boarded up.